Bob Dvorak talking golf right now with Alex Childs from the Fox Chapel Golf Club, and we're going to share some of that conversation coming up in a video after the Coons Market Black and Gold Sunday show. But before I get back to Studio K, Chris Mack talking a little baseball. Pirates have to stay focused. They're in it. I still think they need to do something. And he said to me just moments ago, everybody thinks pitcher, meaning starter or reliever. I still think it's a position player, and you thought maybe third or second base.
Yeah, I think if you can get David Freese into more of a bench role, or at least more of a supporting role, we've seen him continue to struggle offensively since going all the way back to late May when he came off the disabled list with that hamstring injury. Yeah, he's getting on base with walks, but he's still not hitting the ball all over the park for average. We've seen it in fits and starts from him, but he was brought here originally to be a bench guy. I think there are a few names out there, Yangervis, Solarte in San Diego. Brandon Phillips was brought up when Eric Hagman and I talked a couple days ago about somebody maybe you bring into the fold, a veteran, to be a part of your everyday lineup. Not to say that pitching wouldn't still be welcomed. Perhaps a starting pitcher, and you can move Chad Kuhl to the bullpen or a bullpen arm. That certainly would help. But this rotation has steadied itself to a certain extent. And the bullpen has, in great part, July has wiped away what was so terrible about June.
McCutchen, Cole completely off the table now, do you think?
McCutchen, yes, absolutely. Cole, they would have to be absolutely bowled over, I think. So I would say he's been pulled off the table as well. Ken Rosenthal of Fox Sports reported the other day that Jay Hay, Josh Harrison has been pulled off the table as well. So I think if they're looking to do sort of the buy/sell thing that they did last year when they moved Melanson, but also brought in Nova, I think you'd probably see them try to deal maybe a Tony Watson, maybe even a Juan Nicasio. Lots of teams looking for bullpen help this year, and you might be able to get somebody to overpay.
One thing's for sure, we do know that trades do work once in a while, or players coming from a different team, and a guy who came over from the Yankees has paid a lot of dividends for the Pirates. Ivan Nova going today.
Yeah, Nova's going again today, and he's flattened out a bit. I don't know if anybody could pitch as well as he did in April.
No.
When I don't think he walked anybody in the month of April. Maybe one guy. He continues to be efficient. But he is getting hit a little bit more contact, and in Colorado that's something you worry about, especially with a guy who has a fly ball history like Nova does. I just read 4 or 5 of the Rockies have batting averages over 500 in their careers against Nova. Limited sample size, but still. You want him to keep the ball down today, much like Trevor Williams did Friday night. Keep it on the ground, let the guys behind you do the hard work, and put up some crooked numbers on the board.
Ladies and gentlemen, don't forget Pirates in Action 310, but they're on the air in, well, just about an hour from now, so please tune in to 93.7 The Fan. I love the fact Josh Bell hit his 18th home of the year. Dvorak said moments ago the average could come up a little bit, but look, with that kind of power, young, you got to be very pleased with him.
At his age, with his relative lack of experience, if you get 30 home runs out of him this year, I'll take a 240, 245 average, absolutely, which is right about where he's sitting right now.
What about the hamstring to Polanco? What can you tell me?
Well, they won't say whether it's a recurring injury or not, but he had a left hamstring injury earlier this year. I have a feeling it may be a conditioning type thing. That was the tone in Clint Hurdle's voice yesterday when he spoke about it. So they're going to keep him off his feet, I would imagine. Let him fully rest and recover so that they have him available in August and September when they need him.
Chris Mack, 93.7 The Fan, Pirates 310 today, Colorado.